Yo, people, how we all doing? It is Miniman. We are back with episode 12 of the Raid Talkthrough series. And this one, again, is going to be on customs. It's one of the main maps that we were playing end of wipe kind of time. We've got everything that we want to do. We've got Kappa, all that good stuff. So this is where most of the PvP happens, unless you go to labs. Labs can be a little bit iffy. You get some sussy boys over there. I keep getting system messages telling me that my reports have gone through as actual cheaters. So, customs it is. Still going to get some sussy boys. Majority of the time, you get a mixture of some Timmies. You get some high-end players. You know how it is. Customs is just action pretty much all over the map. In my opinion, it's one of the best map designs on the game. So, moving on into the actual sort of talk-through section. Straight off the rip in this particular raid, I was actually explaining to chat that I kind of want to start approaching PvP a little bit differently again. Instead of just W keying absolutely everything, making sure that I play pretty smart as such. Slow, methodical, thinking through everything until I actually work out exactly where people are. Once I've worked that out, then we can play aggressive. Then we can use our reactions and our game knowledge, our map knowledge, etc. to pick up the kills. But yeah, initially, W keying just absolutely everywhere just doesn't work. You get picked off by people that are quite literally just sat still. So that's probably not the best idea. So straight off the rip, there is a little thing. I've said that twice now. I don't know why. But anyway, that is one little thing that I would not advise. Is quite literally just W keying absolutely everywhere. People will say, oh, you're a rat. You do this. You do that. W keying everywhere gets you killed. Don't do it. Okay? Play aggressive. That's absolutely fine. But literally just sprinting absolutely everywhere. People can hear you from a mile away. They will just sit still and they will just keep killing you unless their aim is just complete and utter piss. But yeah. So you'll see here, we've spawned. I cut the clip slightly. We then jumped up on top of the train. That is a cool little thing that you can do once you get fairly high level strength. You jump on the train, you can jump straight over that wall. There is another way to get around from that little bit of gas as well instead of going through the fence. But maybe I'll do that in a different video. I won't explain that right now. So you'll see, we jumped up. We got a little bit of info. We are actually running a duo in this raid. We are playing with a guy called Adele Talents. Close friend of the stream. Cool dude. Also streams. I'll leave his link down in the description. As a tongue twister. But, yeah, I end up actually hearing some shots over towards sort of what I call the quest cabins, which is near Skeleton. There's the double cabin where you have to go and pick up something for Prapper at one point. So you'll see here that I actually yeet a nade over. Again, it's basically just to try and get a little bit of info. Maybe it'll make people run. Then I can hear the audio. You see that I'm basically just running straight over here. If people are in a fight, I want a third party. I want to get some info. I ADS onto a rock because it looks like a person. Obviously, it isn't. You'll see here, when I'm going up these stairs, I'm trying to go up whilst I'm still looking around and paying attention for what's around me. My teammate then tells me that he's actually got people over in the stronghold with him, and I'm by myself. Problems. But we have a little dude that I actually hear in a bush underneath me. So I send the nade down there to try and make him move, and it works perfectly. You see him moving across here. He's a little naked boy. He has a shotgun. But you'll still see, and these are the types of tricks and tips that you want to be paying attention to when it comes to PvP. I still try not to, like, expose myself to him. I don't want to, like, really put my body on show. I don't know why that sounded so sexual. It wasn't meant that way. But, yeah, I basically just wanted to make sure that he didn't know where I was. You see that I push across, and even from up here, I still try and get that little right-hand peek just to make sure that my body isn't on show to him and he can't just blast me with that shotgun. Pick up the kill. He had no gear on him or anything. He wasn't a juiced up boy or anything. But yeah, we grab his tag and that was it. He had an SKS and then a shotgun as a secondary. It is what it is. So our teammate is in trouble. We just go flying over towards the stronghold and we're basically just on our way over to try and help him out. As we're on our way over, he explains there is a guy near this this little blue container. And I'll let this bit play out and then I'll explain little bits and bobs. Oh yeah, there's a PMC in a bush. So you'll see that this PMC has just shot me. And straight away, I then go for the right-hand side of the container. I briefly move to the left, and I have kind of like, I'm like, I really shouldn't be doing this. And then I actually push up over the hill, and I'm basically just spraying and praying at this point. So, that fight is an example of exactly what you shouldn't be doing. So, although I got the kill, that is something that you should not be copying, you should not be doing. Luckily, I've got Zagastin on me to stop all the heavy bleeds that he gave me. I've got a Propital to quickly heal me back up. But that was an example of what not to do. I took the left-hand side of that container. I ran over the top of a hill, which means he will have clear line of sight on my body. And I got absolutely decimated. So at this point, I'm now out of the fight. I'm not able to help my teammate. And it's just a complete shit show. It is what it is. So that is an example of what not to do. I've got lucky. I got the kill. Don't copy it, though. What I should have done is just right-hand peeked around this blue container, waited for him to move, got a bit more info, and then just killed him when he moved into space. I end up hearing this guy behind me. So I'm aiming towards the stronghold. I know he's in there. He's just killed my teammate. You can see my teammate's body flip-flopping around on the top there. And this guy comes down the wood at the front. And we pick up a nice and easy kill. There's nothing too special about that. It's just a case of just laying there, waiting for him to make his move. He pushes out the front door. We pick up the kill. And I sit here. I'm healing up. My Propattol's doing its bits, doing exactly what I need. I end up hearing some footsteps on my left. So again, I'm just going to let this guy just walk straight into my sights. There's nothing special here. I don't need to W key towards him. And this is what I was saying kind of towards the start, where get the info and then play on the info. So in this particular situation, I don't need to sprint at this guy. He's clueless. He doesn't know I'm here. Easy kill. Nothing crazy. Nothing special. Now I'm going to try and move into a little bit better cover compared to where I was. And now I'm going to try and stitch my legs back on. You're going to see me cut the clip, because I don't want you guys just sitting and wasting time watching me stitch myself together. So, we stitched ourselves together. We moved into the stronghold. We pushed up to the top. We ended up actually hearing some footsteps on the wood at the back end of the stronghold. So, the side where I'm looking, basically. So, straight away, again, bit of map knowledge comes into play. I've heard the wooden footsteps. I know there's a guy over that way. So, I'm basically just going to hold angles. This is Tarkov nowadays. With inertia that's been implemented, you don't need to just WK everything. I actually end up hearing the guy run and jump. When he's down low and he runs and jumps, immediately in my brain, I'm going to think he's going to attempt to come up that big concrete ramp that runs up to the top, which is exactly what he did. He popped up at the top. Again, nothing too special, nothing too crazy, but it's just map knowledge. It's just map knowledge, understanding. More and more hours in the game, you'll pick up on these things. You'll learn when somebody jumps in certain positions, when they're sprinting, when you hear the certain materials, whether it's glass, gravel, wood, etc. Whereabouts are they? But you'll see here, I'm just holding this right-hand peak. I'm just holding this right hand. I then sprint into this wall. We're running very low on stamina. I sprint into the wall to try and make him peek and think that I'm running towards him. It's a cool little tip that you can do. You try and bait people into doing things. I sprint into the wall just to make him think that I'm W-keying him and he's going to swing the corner, and then I get a bit of info. At the minute, this guy's ran up. I may have hit him with 1 or 2 bullets, and I'm pretty sure he's just healing behind this generator or these boxes or whatnot over here. So I'm just literally holding it. I don't need to do anything crazy. I don't need to put myself on show. This is actually a really bad situation here, though, because if you look where I'm aiming on that right side, if he was on that left side, he could have shot me through the gap between these 2 walls. It was really bad of me. I then spot him down that far end. I go to kind of go for a left-hand peek, and immediately I'm like, nope, bad idea. I hear the wood as he goes to run across. I know that he's then separating. He's coming across from that back bit. Boom. Easy kill. And that's what I mean there. Where that little gap is, you see that the wooden panels on the left side? That's what he ran across. Again, heard it. Map knowledge. Bosh. Easy work. This bit here, I get very fortunate. I've been looting, I've been grabbing all the stuff, and as I move outside, I see this guy out in the distance. So I basically just put down some suppressing fire. That's one thing that you do want to do. And I know I've basically spoken through this entire thing and not really let you guys listen to any game sound whatsoever. But I basically just put down suppressing fire. You'll see that I then heal up, pop a Propattol, let it do its job. Everybody knows that I love my stims. I run 2 injector cases at all times. And I think the best way to attack this guy, if he's going to move out towards the train tracks, is just wrap round to the left and then try and shoot him in the back. And as I'm doing so, you'll see that I'm still doing that free look, as I've done in every other video, just to see if I end up spotting him. And as I'm going across, I end up spotting him out into the distance. He's still strafing around over there. Bink, hit the 1-tap. Easy work. Pick off the kill. And that is how we cleaned up this lobby. Bosh. I'm pretty sure we got 5 in total. We killed a couple in Stronghold. Killed the guys outside. Killed the little Timmy at the start. It might have actually been 6 guys. If you enjoyed the video, guys, please like, comment, sub. That would all be amazing. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.